doing something a little bit different today. I have an old-time two-finger banjo master, Matt Brown, coming in to teach us 6 exercises on how to build a foundation for thumb lead two-finger banjo. Welcome to Banjo Quest. All right, before we get into these exercises, I just wanted to clue you in on what's going on. So at the end of this month, June 23rd, this is the year 2024 if you're watching in the future, I am hosting a live stream event over on Patreon, learning the tune Lost Gander, this beautiful, iconic banjo tune, and Matt Brown is going to teach it because it's in a thumb lead two-finger banjo style, which is not where my expertise lies. So this live stream workshop is going to be open for patrons. The link is in the description below if you want to join us, and Matt Brown will be our fearless guide in this process. It's going to be a blast. The reason I wanted Matt Brown to join us is not only is he a world-class teacher, world-class banjo player, but he also just released a tablature book for two-finger banjo that is amazing. It blew my mind. I have recommended exactly one book in the history of my channel, and that is, of course, Brad Leftwich's Round Peak Style Clawhammer. I love this. If you don't have it, you should. But recently, I found out that Matt released his own book on two-finger banjo, and I opened it up and my mind was blown. It is absolutely beautiful tab. It is so clear, so carefully crafted. I now have a second book that I endorse with my full confidence. You should buy this book. I'm not getting any kickbacks from either Brad or Matt on the sales of their books. They're just two projects that I deeply believe in and I think represent the finest of what banjo has to offer. And Matt has been super generous. He is offering my patrons discounts on this book. So if you're one of my patrons, make sure you get the discount code before you order his book. All of that information is going to be linked in the description below. All right, let's get started. Matt is going to show us some basic exercises for thumb lead two-finger banjo.
I've lost my gander. You look like a banjo quester. If you're also in search of a lost gander, I think I can help. My name is Matt Brown. I teach two-finger banjo in the thumb lead style on Patreon, and I'm so excited that Tom asked me to help teach this song, Lost Gander, in a workshop. And before we do that, I want to give you a little primer on the picking patterns that you'll need for this. Basically, if you already play clawhammer, you have all the left-hand skills you need to play two-finger banjo. But the right-hand skills might feel a little different, and we wanted to give you a couple weeks of a head start on the picking so that when we get into the harmonics and all the musical choices that we're going to show you, that your right hand knows a little bit, or your picking hand, whichever hand you use, knows what to do. So I'm going to switch to the banjo cam, and I'll show you 6 different picking exercises. And if you do between 1 and 6 of these regularly before we meet for our Lost Gander workshop, then you'll, I think, find this goose we're looking for. All right, I'm going to switch to the banjo cam. All right, here's the banjo cam view. I'm in Lost Gander tuning. That means the 5th string is an F sharp, 4th string is a D, 3rd string is way down to an E, 2nd string is down a little bit to an A, 1st string is a D. So you can get to it from G tuning, no capo needed. I'm going to teach you 6 picking exercises as promised. And with the thumb lead style, and with this song in particular, what you need to know is your thumb is going to pluck strings 5, 4, 3, 2, and your index is going to pluck only string 1. You'll notice that unlike clawhammer, the rest of my fingers, and fingertips in this case, are making contact with the head of the banjo. That keeps my hands stable. So as I work you through these exercises, practice keeping between 1 and 3 of your unused fingers, fingertip down on the head of the banjo. Exercise number 1 is all long notes. And I'm just going to say the string sequence, and then you can try this yourself. Thumb plays everything that's not the 1st string. First, we're going to go 2, 1, 5, 1. Try that again. Just alternating between the index and the thumb. I'll do it one more time. So thumb on 2, index on 1, thumb on 5, index on 1. And then when you're ready, you can switch and do 3, 1, 5, 1. Same rhythm. So 3, 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, and then eventually 4, 1, 5, 1. Try that again. 4, 1, 5, 1. So what I like to do once I'm used to that is just do one measure of everything, so that the whole sequence of exercise 1 goes like this. 1, 2, 3, play. 2, and then 3, and then 4. Repeat. Do that between 1 and 1,700 times each day. And for exercise number 2, we're going to switch to eighth notes. And you're going to have to play every pattern twice. It's going to become 2, 1, 5, 1, and then 3, 1, 5, 1, and then 4. Let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. Do that between 1 and 1,700 times. And then the quest continues with my third exercise for warming up the picking hand. We're going to switch between a melody note in the thumb and then my most common backing pattern. Instead of a brush 5 in claw hammer, in 2-finger this style, we have 5-1. That's a great filler that resonates the banjo and gets some drones from each end of the string collection. So we're going to have 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 4. Do it again. 2, 3, 4. Rinse and repeat. When you're ready for exercise number 4, we're going to incorporate something called a pinch, which we do not ever have in claw hammer, but it's a great part of finger picking. It's playing 2 strings simultaneously that aren't necessarily next to each other. You could, but in this style and for Lost Gander, mostly we're going to play the outer 2 strings. So when I say pinch, default to the outer strings, unless you hear otherwise from Matt or Tom or anyone else with a banjo certificate. So exercise number 4, when you're ready, is to go 2, pinch, and then 3, pinch, and then 4. Let's try that again. These are all long notes. Long, 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 long. We've got just 2 more exercises to do. The next one, exercise number 5, combines the previous 2. And this is a very common picking pattern in my beginner arrangements of thumb lead 2-finger banjo music. We're going to go like this. I'll describe it. Here we go. 2, 5, 1, 2, pinch, and then 3, 5, 1, 3, and then 4. One more time. Do that as many times, up to 1,700 per day, morning, noon, and night. And the last one, which we don't need so much for Lost Gander, but in other 2-finger songs, it's a helpful pattern. And it's also just a great workout. If you want to wear out 2 of your 5 fingers, I recommend going all eighth notes, alternating between a thumb melody note and then always joining with index. I'm going to show you. Let's try it. So 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. enjoyed working on those exercises, feel free to do it 1 to 4 times a day. And if you like tablature, Tom can include on this post the tablature for those 6 picking exercises. That's page 6 in my thumb lead 2-finger banjo book, and then Lost Gander is somewhere in the L section of the book. And all of Tom's patrons get a bit of a discount off of the book, so do not let anyone charge you full price for this. I'm so excited to meet you in our Zoom workshop, and if you want to grab a book, feel free, or if you want to also join my Patreon, I'd love to see you there. Don't ever leave Tom, he's great. But if you need some finger picking to add to your clawhammer, I suggest it. Honestly, I play both styles. I play clawhammer, it's the style I've played the longest. And then for some songs or some parts of some songs, I like to switch to finger picking. So I think a complete old-time banjo picker or non-bluegrass banjo picker plays both clawhammer and 2-finger. So let's get it going, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Wow, I'm so excited. I've been working on this material. I've been working with Matt's book for a while now. It is so clear, so good. I'm going to be practicing this material over on the Banjo Quest Discord, and that is accessible to patrons only. So I'm going to schedule some practice sessions of me working through Matt's material, and you can practice right along with me in a live setting. And maybe I can even see you practice and give you some feedback. That's all going to be in the link below. If you want more information, this is all just the tip of the iceberg. Tab for this very lesson is also available. Download it from the link below, and I will see you next time on Banjo Quest.